Here's how this works. Water, salt, and pepper, those are freebies. Your pantry, it better have flour, oil, vinegar, mustard, and garlic. Beyond that, you'll only need 5 more ingredients and 25 minutes to put an entree or entire meal on the table. So, shop, set the clock, and let's dish out. Our 5 ingredients this week will be a spring salad mix, about a 1-pound ribeye steak. You could use any cut of steak that your heart desired. Some good quality Caribbean jerk seasoning. 2 to 3 oranges. And 2 habanero peppers. Let's get to it. We'll begin by tempering our steak, meaning bringing it up to close to room temperature. And before we do that, we are going to generously and liberally season it. Give it a nice thorough coating on all sides, including the edges, and set it on the counter to come slightly up to temperature before we cook it. All right, next up, we need to segment or supreme an orange. So we're going to cut the top and the bottom off, and then set one of the flat sides down on the board and carefully work around trying to cut just the pith off and not remove too much of the flesh. If you've never done this before, it takes a little bit of practice, but the final product is well worth it. Once you've got all of the peel off, go ahead and cut the little supremes or orange slices out and set those aside. Just place them in a bowl. We'll use them in a minute when we assemble our salad. Next, our habanero pepper. We definitely want to remove the seeds. There is more than enough heat in the ribs of that pepper to do the job, so get that stem and seeds out of there and just toss it. Go ahead and slice the pepper into tiny little matchsticks and then go back through into a very, very fine dice. It's very important when you're working with hot peppers, after you're done, wash your hands, wash your board, wash your knife, wash everything. Otherwise, you're going to be in for some stinging sensations later. Anyways, we've got our 1 habanero minced. We're going to go in there with the juice of 1 orange, or at least as much as you can get into your container. That second habanero can be used for garnish, or you can use it for an additional application. It's good to have it in your back pocket. To our orange juice and habanero, we're going to add a tablespoon of red wine vinegar, a little pinch of salt for seasoning, a couple teaspoons of Dijon mustard, and around 1/4 cup of good quality olive oil. We're just making a habanero orange vinaigrette here. So get it in there, give it a nice shake or stir to emulsify everything, and set that aside. Lastly, we got to cook our steak. So skillet over medium-high heat, plenty of oil, lay the steak away from you, and give it 3 to 4 minutes to get a good hard sear on that first side. Give it a flip and give it 3 to 4 minutes more. I was looking for an internal temperature of about 135 degrees, so after that second cook of 4 minutes, I just started flipping it every 30 to 60 seconds until it hit 135. And actually, I flew a little past it, but it came out great all the same. With a crust like that, you're never going to have a bad bite. Make sure to let that rest for at least 5 to 10 minutes, but that gives us just enough time to build our salad. I'm building this on 1 plate here with a large bed of greens, adding our orange supremes to the salad, followed by a very lovely dressing of the salad with that orange habanero vinaigrette. Honestly, the steak itself is delicious, but this vinaigrette is the star of the show. Slightly spicy, perfectly sweet, piquant. It's really excellent. You're going to want to put it on every salad from here on out. Then we'll go ahead and get our ribeye and slice it up. And again, as you can see, I overshot medium here, but it still came out just great. It's a lot easier to cook a steak when you're not trying to film it and move lights around, take it from me. Once we get our steak sliced up, I'm going to pile it all up and cut it into bite-sized or large bite-sized pieces, and then just distribute those evenly over the salad. You could add a little more dressing on the steak if you want, but I really like having the jerk seasoning on the steak shine on its own. Give it a little hit with some flaky sea salt to finish it, and that is one delicious steak and citrus salad. As I said before, that vinaigrette is the star here. It really shines, especially when you get an orange segment in the bite. Who said salads have to be boring, right? Gotta get a piece of this steak here, make sure it is good quality. So succulent, so tender. I hope you'll give this dish a try soon and check out more of our other 5 and 25 videos, but for me, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Your turn to go make something delicious.